Thinking about starting print on demand in 2025? Hi, my name is Meg Heckman, and I've spent the last 5 years making every mistake possible on my way to $7 million in sales so that you don't have to make them. Here are 3 honest pieces of advice that if you follow, you can avoid the pitfalls that I fell into and get profitable fast. The first piece of advice that I would give somebody who wants to get started in print on demand would be to understand the motivation behind wanting to start in the first place. This is really important because as we're getting started and we're building a new business, we need to understand why we actually want to do this in the first place. It could be to have an extra stream of income. It could be to potentially quit our 9-to-5 job so that we can pursue this full time. It could just be to learn a new skill and try something out for the first time. No matter what the reason is, it's important to understand why we want to even try this in the first place, because that motivation is the key pushing us forward through this entire adventure that we're about to go on. It's also important to understand because it completely ties in with our psychology. For example, when I was getting started in print on demand 5 years ago, I never thought that this is what my life would be, that I would be 1, creating content about print on demand, but 2, that it would be my full-time job. At the time when I started, it was really just a second form of income to supplement my nursing salary. I got started right before COVID, so really it turned into something that was going to be kind of like a side project, a side hustle, into something to fill my time. While I was working, I was really only doing like 2 shifts per week for the most part. So I had a lot of time on my hands, especially when the entire world was just completely shut down. So for me, my motivation changed throughout my entire experience, but it was the motivation to get started that kept me pushing forward through those, more difficult days, or the days where I was so confused as to what to do next. That motivation is what keeps you going. So it's really important to understand exactly why we want to do this in the first place. And is that motivation going to keep us going in the long run, or is this just going to be something that's short-lived? Something that I see a lot is the side hustle community. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but a lot of people will just kind of dabble into different side hustles, seeing like, oh, is this true? Oh, can this work? And I think every single side hustle can, but when we're trying to do 10 different side hustles at once, we're not honing in on a single skill. We're really just kind of spreading ourselves thin, doing the minimum, hoping that we'll gain the maximum out of it. And honestly, I think that's just not going to work at the end of the day. We really need to pick something, have the motivation to see it through, or at least see it to a point where we can then say if this is something that I enjoy doing or something that really isn't a good fit for me. So that would be the first piece of honest advice that I would give somebody. Really understand the motivation behind wanting to start in the first place. The second piece of honest advice that I would give somebody who wants to start print on demand in 2025 would be getting started with the WeScale blueprint. Now, why should someone follow this blueprint? Would be because the fact it's kind of laid out for you already. Luckily, Chris and I have done the hard work. Over the last 5 years, we've put our heads together. We've, dug deep into building multiple 7-figure brands and documenting the process of that and really narrowing it down to the steps that a beginner needs in order to keep the 10,000 foot view over the entire business and give students the little tiny details that are needed along the way. Either courses go way too broad and they don't go deep enough into the information, or it's so far in the weeds that you miss the entire point of the whole business model. Getting started with somebody who's done it multiple times, who continues to still do print on demand to this day, is going to be something really important for anybody who is starting out. And that's exactly what the WeScale blueprint is. We have gone all the way back to when we were creating our first LLCs, getting our mindset right to continue to pursue and push forward, even on the days where it's hard, it's difficult, we feel alone as an entrepreneur, to then doing the research and finding a niche and a market that we know people want to buy print on demand products in. And then going into the design phase, really digging deep on what makes a sellable design versus a really artistic and pleasing to the eye. There is a very big difference between selling a design for a t-shirt versus selling a design for a sticker. And so we really want to dive into that and differentiate between those different products and between the different design styles so that you can be designing the best designs for the specific product that you are picking. In my case, I've always sold t-shirts and apparel. So I have a really keen eye for designs that will sell well on a t-shirt or a graphic tee that somebody would want to purchase. Now, beyond that, we then go into the testing phase, which is where a lot of people get stuck because this is where we throw ads into the mix. We're getting feedback finally from the market. And that can be scary when you're putting your store and your products out there for the first time. We're really excited. And a lot of times we don't get that initial excitement back. This helps to keep you pushing forward. We've all been there. We've all started stores where it wasn't the start that we had envisioned in our mind. But we walk you through all of the testing process. We keep going back. We keep pushing forward. This is the phase that a lot of people end up ditching print on demand. And if we can push through this phase and get to the other side, all that we have done is worth it at the end of the day. Finally, after the testing phase, we then go into our scaling phases from 10K in sales to 100K in sales to then $1 million in sales. It's not a we do it for you. It's we really help you along the way and keep you pushing forward so that you don't lose that motivation and decide it doesn't work for somebody. So that would be the second piece of honest advice. And that was something that I didn't have and Chris didn't have when we were starting out. So even if you don't want to sell on Shopify, you should still go through and learn about the different marketing styles that we do. Learn about designs, because if you can design on Shopify, you can design on Amazon, you can design on Etsy, you can design on any other platform. So it's really for anybody who wants to get started. And even if you're going just through the first 3 phases of the WeScale blueprint, you are going to be light years ahead of where a lot of other people are when they are starting out. Now, the third piece of honest advice that I would give somebody who wants to get started in print on demand would be setting a realistic expectation for the journey ahead. Now, what does this mean? A lot of people come in with the expectation of, I'm going to own a Ferrari. I'm going to buy $1 million mansion within the first year. And those are great things to manifest. They're great things to think about, but we need to set some realistic expectations. We need to set up successful wins along the way. So those are little, like almost bite-sized pieces that keep us moving forward. Chris and I had gone to a Tony Robbins event, and he has you think about how we set these rules for ourselves. They're not rules set by society or anything like that. For example, it could be, what does success look like to you? And I could sit there and I'd say, well, success to me is having a business that does $2 million per year in revenue, having, 15 employees that I work with. And in my mind, it's then saying, I can't be successful, or I will never be successful unless I have this business that's doing $2 million a year. I have this business that has 15 employees. I have this business with a trademarked logo and all these other things. Meanwhile, I'm forgetting to look at all of the things that I've accomplished along the way. And I'm missing that I am successful at what I'm doing. I have started a business from scratch. I do $100,000 in revenue every month. And those are things that a lot of people would look at and go, that person is clearly successful. Why don't they feel successful? And it's the same thing with setting these expectations for our journey ahead. So I don't want to say don't manifest those things. I think we all in our minds have that. Like, we all want the big house or the big car or, the fancy jewelry, whatever it may be. We all have those, but we also need to set these realistic expectations so that we don't feel like we're failing along the way, that we can have these wins that keep motivating us to push forward and continue on with the process. Because if I had stopped after my first store, which was not successful in any way, shape, or form, besides the fact that I learned so much from it, I would not be sitting right here making this video for anybody watching right now. I would have just given up. I would still be working at the bedside as a nurse. And instead, I pushed forward. I learned from that store and I said, I'm not going to make the same mistakes a second time. Instead, I'm going to do a second store and I'm going to utilize the things that I learned from the first store, which was I hadn't researched anything at all. I was like, if I research, imagine what this store could be. And it was that second store that I had hit the nail on the head and I was like, okay, print on demand can work. It's not a hoax. It's not something that's fake. It can absolutely work. I just didn't have the information when I had first started out. And luckily, now we have this information out there. There's so much more information than we ever could have expected even 5 years ago. And really, that is what has driven us to create the WeScale blueprint so that we can help people continue to push forward through those days that are really hard. And we can also provide a community of people who are helping to motivate, helping to push, helping to keep people moving forward and going towards their goals, because we've seen how this can work. We've seen it in our own lives, and now we're seeing it within WeScale students' lives, and it's absolutely amazing to see. So if you're somebody who's interested in getting started in print on demand in 2025, then you should definitely check out our WeScale community. It's linked in the description below. Again, this community is 100% free. This is where we host our free 31-hour course. We have tons of information, free resources for you there, like-minded people who are on the same exact journey as you. So print on demand can be hard, but WeScale makes it easier. I hope that these 3 pieces of honest advice help you along your journey.